Photosynthesis and respiration. In this video, we will look at Introduction to photosynthesis, factors that affect photosynthesis, respiration and chemical reactions, cellular respiration and its types. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food. It is a chemical reaction that converts carbon dioxide and water into glucose using sunlight. During this process, oxygen is released by plants into the atmosphere as a byproduct, which is essential for many living organisms, including humans, to breathe. During photosynthesis, the leaves absorb light energy through chlorophyll, a green pigment found in the chloroplasts of plant cells. Leaves are well adapted to increase the rate of photosynthesis as and when required. 6CO2 plus 6H2O yields C6H12O6 plus 6O2. The equation shows that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water, in the presence of light energy and chlorophyll, react to produce 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. This process is fundamental to the existence of life on Earth, as it provides both oxygen for respiration and glucose for energy. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction, as it absorbs energy from the sun. Uses of glucose. The chemical symbol of glucose produced during photosynthesis is C6H12O6, and it has many uses. Produce lipids for storage. Used in respiration to release energy. Converted to insoluble starch. Produce amino acids for making proteins. Produce cellulose to make the cell wall strong. Factors that affect photosynthesis. A limiting factor is a substance that is in short supply and limits the reaction rate. The limiting factors for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide is one of the reactants in photosynthesis. If the concentration of carbon dioxide is increased, the photosynthesis rate will also increase. Light intensity. Insufficient light slows down photosynthesis in plants, even with water, carbon dioxide, and suitable temperature. Increasing the intensity of light results in a higher rate of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis will not happen if there is little or no light. Temperature. During photosynthesis, enzymes control the chemical reactions that combine carbon dioxide and water to create glucose. At low temperatures, the number of molecular collisions between enzymes and substrates limits the rate of photosynthesis. At high temperatures, enzymes become denatured. Amount of chlorophyll. Less chlorophyll in the plant's leaves will reduce the rate of photosynthesis. If the chlorophyll is more, it increases the rate of photosynthesis. Respiration. Respiration is a chemical process by which organisms, including plants and animals, obtain energy from the food they consume. During respiration, plants utilize oxygen from the atmosphere and glucose produced through photosynthesis to release energy, carbon dioxide, and water. Chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are highly significant for cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is the process by which cells extract energy from organic molecules, such as glucose, and convert it into adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the molecule that cells use as a source of energy for various cellular activities. There are 2 types of chemical reactions. Exothermic reaction. In an exothermic reaction, energy is released or transferred to the surroundings through heat. Lighting a candle is an example of this type of reaction. Exothermic reactions release heat, thereby raising the surrounding temperature. Oxidation, combustion, and many neutralization reactions are exothermic. The exothermic reaction releases a lot of energy. Endothermic reaction. In endothermic reactions, energy is taken in from the surroundings in the form of heat. The reactants absorb energy during an endothermic reaction and therefore, the temperature of the surroundings falls. The baking of bread and melting of ice are examples of endothermic reactions. Cellular respiration and its types. Living cells continuously undergo exothermic cellular respiration in mitochondria to release energy from glucose. It is an exothermic reaction as energy is released during this process. The energy produced by respiration is utilized to fuel the chemical reactions necessary for the survival of organisms, including the synthesis of complex carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. There are two types of respiration: aerobic, anaerobic. Aerobic respiration requires oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration does not require oxygen. Aerobic respiration releases large amounts of energy, but anaerobic releases less when compared. Oxidation of glucose is complete in aerobic respiration, whereas in anaerobic oxidation of glucose is incomplete. Finally, aerobic produces carbon dioxide and water as the products, and anaerobic respiration produces lactic acid in the muscles of the humans and some mammals. It produces ethanol and carbon dioxide in yeasts and plants. The balanced chemical equation of aerobic respiration is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 yields 6CO2 plus 6H2O. In yeasts, glucose is broken down to ethanol and carbon dioxide. This process of anaerobic respiration is called fermentation. Yeast respires using added sugar, producing carbon dioxide that makes the bread rise while the alcohol evaporates during baking. Metabolism. It is the term used for all the chemical reactions that occur inside an organism. Synthesis of carbohydrates, amino acids, and lipids, and the breakdown of glucose are examples of metabolism. Cellular respiration is a metabolic process. Metabolism converts food to energy. Exercise and lactic acid. During exercise, the body requires more energy, which can be met by anaerobic respiration if oxygen is not sufficient. This leads to the production of lactic acid, which is a waste product formed during anaerobic respiration when glucose is broken down. The chemical symbol of lactic acid is C3H6O3.